clouds, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. When you're up at night, busy with overthinking, she'll be going out, looking for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Takes them one by one, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop.
She's a savage, savage.
She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
She's a savage, savage. She's a savage, savage.
Way up in the clouds, got you wrapped around her fingers. She's not scared about making your spine shiver. She's a savage, causing damage. Way up in the clouds, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker. When you're up at night, busy with overthinking, she'll be going out, looking for her next victim. She's a player, out to play ya. Takes them one by one, yeah. Better put your guard up before you get let down. Better know when to stop. She's a heartbreaker, a little dangerous, running through your mind with a razor. You might not see how she plays with your heart. She's a heartbreaker, a heartbreaker.
Hello everyone, Purposeful Tortoise, Horse-Drawn Portrait, Charlie, suspicious username. I have been struggling and it is freezing cold here and there's a lot happening, not only in my private life but also Twitch considering not to reward affiliates, which it's been going the gossip rounds for a while. I'm sure most of you have seen it. But yes, lots going on. Prayer first and then weird stuff. Yes, it's true, Charlie. But prayer first and then weird stuff, because I've had some weird stuff happen before coming on stream. Divine Spirit, I pray that all are lifted out of the clouds into the sunshine and promise of hope. That freedom, peace, acceptance and understanding become a valuable currency with abundance for all. O Divine Spirit, I pray that the works in this stream delivers evidence of the eternity of the human spirit, flowing into faith that our combined prayers are limitless. Amen. And Charlie, they haven't begun it yet. They haven't started it yet. But for streamers that aren't US based, the new tax system that they've introduced is unfair. So, but weird stuff first. As I'm preparing for today, as you can see, I'm wearing a jacket. It's a zipper jacket, not a hoodie one, but pretty close. I had the jacket unzipped and I'm walking past all my decks of cards. And I am not kidding. I knocked 3 cards off different decks. And all of the cards that I knocked off were the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups on this deck. Knight of Cups on a deck that's just off camera. Knight of Cups off my rainbow. So I'm going to ask all of you guys, what do you think that means? Because I knocked them off. Hello, Janine. I knocked them off just as I was passing. And the ones that fell on the floor were all Knight of Cups. I didn't go through and pick them out, I can tell you that. So, your energy, because this is an energy exchange, so the softer side of life. I could do with some of that, Purposeful Tortoise. The dramas I have had, you would not believe. Even if I was to verbalise them, nobody would understand. Lover boy coming my way. Ooh, horse-drawn portrait. I like your take on it, but it could be. But when I look at them, there's no movement. It's like, yeah, all the knights are standing still. So maybe they're out there waiting for me to get out and about. However, my health, you all know that my health has been touch and go for some time. That has taken a turn. And seriously, this is why people need to have genuine discussions with healthcare practitioners. I was discussing with the healthcare practitioner for my most recent health crossroad, and they recommended a treatment that was 60% effective. What they failed to mention is the 40% that wasn't effective was death. And it's like, seriously, when it's so close to 50-50, you've got to tell your patient. And apparently the public health system just dictate. Informed consent is something that seems to... Hey, TC, welcome in. The public health system here in Australia used to be brilliant. However, my current experience of not being told that it's 60% effective and 40% death. It's like, do I want to risk those numbers? Nah. No way. So, yes, my week has been chaotic to say the least. I have only touched the surface on what's been going on. But I just thought it was so weird. I've done it before where I've walked through and my jacket's knocked cards off, but they've never been the same. Every single card I knocked off a deck was the Knight of Cups. And yes, as I walk past with my jacket, the deck cuts in half and one card slides off. So I have no idea what meaning that is for me. But, yeah, they should have Purposeful Tortoise. But But I'm finding making medical appointments to be really awkward when I don't have Tuesdays available. So it may be that I appear to be inconsistent. A surprise coming my way. I could use a good one. Something sweet. Yeah, I could use a good one. Something that makes me want to put makeup on. Yes, this is me without makeup. But Kiki, welcome in. Purposeful Tortoise, you're up first, and then Horse-Drawn Portrait. I'm still doing reads as much as I can, but part of the medication I'm currently on is making it very difficult for me to speak above normal indoor speaking voice. Now, that's the one I wanted. So, Purposeful Tortoise, you are up, and I feel as if your health hasn't been fantastic. I can't say it's same level as me. I feel it might have been cold, flu. Just let me know if that resonates, Purposeful Tortoise. And yes, your energy has been missed the past couple of weeks. There you go. And I feel it's hay feverish rather than, hay feverish. Nasally. Knight of Swords. Knight of Pentacles. I feel as if there's a desire to get life moving, to get income moving. I feel you need to be the one to take action. Four of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like you've been housebound. You're wanting to take that action, but it's like there's been something preventing you. I do feel, Ten of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. I feel as if it's you that needs to push through that. Okay. There's a feeling of not having enough. And with another Knight of Cups. Okay. A feeling of not having enough. And I feel that's not having enough in... Thank you, Star, for the hydrate. Welcome in. I got my coffee right here, and it's freezing cold again here. I feel as if you're wanting to step out into the world, but you feel like you can't do it alone. So just let me know if that resonates, Purposeful Tortoise. Yeah, you feel as if you can't do it alone. I want to say do it, and eventually you won't be alone, but that's a cop-out, isn't it? But you know it to be true, is what I get. Can you understand having flighty thoughts that pop from one topic to another? It's like I can't get my thoughts to stay on one topic. There's indecision about what to prioritize. You're wanting to prioritize the relationship, but you know you need to get other things moving first. But for some reason, you keep coming back to the relationship. And I want to say your confidence level will improve once you get one thing ticked off. And I feel that one thing has to do with financial stability. Oh, Star, thank you for the sub. Yeah. Because it's like I keep having to top something up or rob. In the UK and Australia, we say rob Peter to pay Paul. And it's constantly fluctuating and going back and forward. And I feel there needs to be a little bit more stability. And I feel as if in the last couple of weeks, maybe a month, you've actually found yourself spending on things that aren't a necessity, that you don't genuinely need. Like we all do it. And Sailor, sorry I didn't see you pop in there. Welcome in. It's almost like me and tarot decks. I don't, and wool or yarn. Yeah. And I feel like one of those things has to do with the electric bill, which I must admit I'm struggling with this quarter. Yes, I pay my electric bills quarterly. Housing and school. Yeah, it's, you need a roof over your head first. But with me and tarot decks or yarn, they're my, oh, that's pretty, I've got to have that. And they're my weaknesses. I've stopped that with both. And I've had to start decluttering because most of you who were here last week know that a move is possible for me. But I feel this indecisive energy that keeps pulling your mind away from what it needs to be on. Scorpio Darkness, welcome in. From personal experience, Purposeful Tortoise, Spiritual Princess, welcome in. From personal experience, I can tell you whatever your main issue is, once that's let go of, something comes in to replace it. It's like it may not be school, but it could be work, and they have a uniform or a dress code. What I can tell you is you're feeling like it's a never-ending cycle. And your action towards one thing, which I feel is stability, will start that wheel of fortune rolling in your direction. Yeah. And you know me and loving everybody who has a spiritual connection no matter to what. I actually had some words of wisdom from a devout Muslim I know. And sorry, Zelda time, I've actually not got a cue today. It's in the pinned comments, so no, it's not paid readings. Most of you know me better than that. It's not the money that draws me, although that'd be handy at the moment, but I don't do the readings for the purpose of financial gain. Energy exchange, yes. Financial gain, no. But I feel, Purposeful Tortoise, you need to take an action towards stability, and also pick something that is enjoyable. And those two actions will start that Wheel of Fortune working for you in the happy direction. And hopefully that makes sense, because I get this real weighted burden, almost like swords stabbing. And it's like, in all seriousness, all it takes is that first step. It's like pushing a boulder up the hill. Once you get it to the top, getting it down the bottom again is really easy. So I do feel as if that first step is going to get the momentum going. Because I get this really stuck. Stuck. But anyway, Horse-Drawn Portrait, you are up next. Okay. You're welcome, Purposeful Tortoise, and take that first step. Because I seriously do believe it's like, act as an individual. Hello, Horse-Drawn Portrait. I feel as if you have a relationship anniversary at the moment. Like now. A relationship anniversary. Okay. Between the 6th and 15th. Of this month. Just let me know if that resonates, Horse-Drawn Portrait. When I get relationship anniversaries, it can be moving dates, it can be the actual relationship anniversary, it can be partner's birthday. And you wouldn't believe it, it is such a wild weather day where I am here today. Winds of 80 kilometres an hour. Let's see. I can't do that in miles, but... And I've got no lags. Okay, I can take a no. Okay, then I'll let you find that out in due course. Because I do feel as if, I don't know whether you're getting out more, but I feel as if the sun has come out on fun. And I know you're quite a serious person, but the sun's come out on fun. The Hermit. Yeah, I'm going to stick with this. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands, Seven of Swords. Okay. I'm going to weigh all of these out. Now I have to look at this. Okay. There's there's a work focus at the moment, horse-drawn portrait. And it's sort of like a push-pull between work and socializing. It's sort of like that feeling you get when you come out of winter into spring. And in Australia, we're in the middle of our winter. There's been a rejuvenation in... It's a reluctant rejuvenation in your forgiveness. Here we go. Knight of Pentacles, Four of Swords. Yeah. There's a push-pull energy between act and don't act. You're waiting for the crash to happen. Yes, the laughing bird. Blue Moss Dragonette, hello. I'm struggling, but I'm here. And as I mentioned at the start of stream, I am push-pulling in terms of struggling with medical appointments and keeping up with them, not having Tuesdays. So I don't think it was me, horse-drawn portrait. I'm not sure. But it's almost like you're waiting for the disaster. So either life is relaxed and calm and you're just waiting for the disaster, and there's this push-pull between enjoying the time and enjoying the happy times. But part of you is saying it can't last. There you go. I feel you've made progress in the forgiveness and reconciliation side, but your mind is saying this can't last. This can't keep going in the direction I want it to. And I feel there's a need to get out of that thinking. Yeah. How's this for... I kept picking up fun. And I've got the Fool at the bottom of the deck. You know, when we move forward in life, we sometimes have this vision in our mind of how it's going to look. It doesn't always look that way. The vision in our mind that we create, it doesn't always look that way. It doesn't mean it's not going to be a success. But I feel as a group you've healed. I feel as a group you've started laughing. You've started relaxing. It's like I'm letting go of this stress, but then all of a sudden, I tense up. Yes, your friends. I feel it. You've been laughing with those friends, and it's like there's a part of you that tenses up because of guilt. You're entitled to laugh. You're entitled to relax. Doesn't mean the universe lets up, I can tell you that, but you are entitled to laugh and relax. I'm going to leave the Fool there because I do see some enjoyment. My philosophy on that horse-drawn portrait is as long as you've got one or two, do you need any more? And I'm a big person on doing birthdays, etc. And my two best friends were actually inverted with their birthdays. And I always sent out the message to the wrong person. My two besties were inverted with their birthdays. But I do feel if you were to verbalize the push-pull energy with your friends, I feel they're feeling the same thing. No, it's not. And they're fearful of exactly the same thing. Someone has to verbalize it. Someone has to verbalize it because you're all feeling the same thing. Well, verbalize those anxious feelings. It's not going to hurt. Whichever friendship group it is, verbalize the feelings. And I feel everyone connected is feeling the same thing. It could be both, horse-drawn portrait. I'm not getting one or the other. I would say more so the band. But that's just an intuitive pull when you typed it up. I'm not getting from the cards which one it is. But sometimes verbalizing our anxiety. How many people have done this? As soon as you verbalize what you're fearful of, you realize there's at least half of the people you talk to that feel the same way. For me, the experience is as a whole. You know, if you're feeling something, the group that you're feeling it with feel exactly the same way. Okay, let's see. Universal. I get the feeling that it's going to be something like definitely owl energy. And it's going to be let go of the fear. But I never know what's going to come up. I can verbalize what I think is going to come up. And then something different does. But it resonates. So Okay. There we go. Happiness is my birthright. That's a mantra card, that one. And the moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. I feel both of those are appropriate for the reading I just did. Happiness is your birthright, or happiness is my birthright, is your mantra. And the moment that you embrace your peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. And trust me, I'm holding on to an outcome. So I'm guilty of trying to dictate to the universe what outcome has to be. So every human is, no matter how spiritual that human is, and there is an owl at the bottom of the deck. I do whatever it takes to get closer to consciousness. But I would say at the moment, don't overanalyze, yet be proud enough to verbalize your misgivings or your fears, or I don't like calling everything an anxiety because it's not always. It's just a fear. That if I say this is going to be the reaction. Let go of what the reaction is and live. Let the universe truly do its work. And maybe that's my message with the Knight of Cups. I've been focused on so many other things that my own personal happiness has taken a back seat. But I've been in situations, and yes, I'm usually the person that expresses it. But the amount of times that other people have turned around and said, you know, I was feeling exactly the same way, yet I didn't want to say anything. And I've learnt to verbalize rather than hold on to it. Because if you hold on to it, you can inadvertently contribute. The way you word it, for example, it could be something like, I'm really enjoying this, but I really do fear that this is going to happen. And the other people may say, yes, I'm enjoying it too. I don't want it to end. Can be as simple as that. Hola, Charlie, you are up next. And I'll see if Charlie's still in. Yes, Charlie's still in the viewers. I don't know how to answer that, Charlie, but comment starts you. Okay. Oh, thank you, Horse-Drawn Portrait. I need all the hugs. You know, I was trying to get to sleep last night. I didn't sleep very well. And I'm envisaging Donkey in Shrek saying, I think I need a hug. I think I need a hug. Bin is good and Mal is bad. Oh, well, that confuses me, Charlie, because that is so close to the German for the opposite. Isn't that strange? Or I should say the Dutch, actually. But, yes, anyway, on with the cards. My guides are confusing me. Because I put all of my decks back in their packs, my guides are confusing. They're confused. And I'm confused. But I feel as if you're carrying a weight, Charlie. I feel as if you're carrying some sort of internal heaviness. Yeah, and looking for an answer that I feel is a burden to you or difficult for you to grasp. Okay, my guide said turn. Something that you're doing has become a little bit overwhelming because you're having to leave things behind. Yeah. 8 of Swords. Just know that whatever you have to leave behind will be safe. Star. Oh, this star card's confusing because it's got like Empress energy vibes. As well as Temperance. Yeah. There's been a shock happen in home. I feel as if you're going good, bad, good, bad, good, bad. You're still soldiering forward. You're still trying to find a way through. Now you're living alone. Can you understand the shock value? It's definitely going to become better. You know that, is what I heard. And I feel it's as soon as August. And if we're realistic, August is less than a month away. I feel as if there's a bit of a built-up energy around you that you're not used to. And I feel as if something you didn't expect, which was homesickness, has kicked in. It could be that, Charlie. It could be. I do feel you are going to explore your new area. But there's homesickness vibes at the moment. Missing home. I do feel as if there's been a development in your relationship since your move. Yeah, I still can't shake the homesickness. It's like I'm missing what's familiar to me. And that's a natural part of moving. That's why moving is one of the most stressful times in life. Is whenever we have to move, it's stressful. Yeah. I can see that happening, Charlie. But the relationship is weird because I feel time is split again. It's like you need the time to settle into your new environment. And your person needs your attention. I know you'll rewatch the VOD, Charlie, but that's what I have for you. And I feel as if, yeah, once the homesickness is over and done with, the fun times can begin. But just understand, homesickness is something everybody goes through. Some people experience it more than others. Like Cancer and Scorpio tend to experience homesickness much more than others. Scorpio deal with it a little different. They keep materialistic mementos. But Cancerians definitely suffer with homesickness more. But everybody does. And the weird thing is, my spiritual gathering on Sunday, the topic of sun signs and moon signs and all of that came up. And it's like, you can't generalize because every human being experiences whatever star sign has to some degree. It's just very difficult to generalize. But I see the homesickness lifting in August. Ah, there you go. Whoops. I knocked a whole deck over then. I'm not even going to look at. Not even going to look at it. I don't want to see another Knight of Cups. Yeah, I feel as if your person's wanting your time. But at the moment, you can't. You feel like you can't give anything except sitting in the same room. Maybe that's how you need to word it, Charlie. You can't give anything except sitting in the same room. And then your person can suggest something. No, I think I'm losing my chat, so I do have to go back. I do have to go back. Now, suspicious username. If you are there, it is you. And then it is star. So I got the opposites there, Charlie. But just know in life there are times when we feel like if we give somebody our time, we're not in the right mind space for it. Like me now. I've been wanting to get together with a few friends, but at the same time, I'm not in the right mind space to catch up with them. That's just me. There's suspicious username, and then there's Star Janine. And then there's yourself. But suspicious username isn't there, so it's Star. And then it's Janine. You're welcome, Charlie. But just know that, yeah, if your person says you need a little bit of distance, take that distance and build your energy. Thank you for the hydrate, Star. And my guides are telling me I've got the wrong deck. They could have told me that before I started shuffling. There's no official cue today, Kiki, because I don't know how long I can last. Which is a bit weird, I know. I know I can always stop and ignore the cue. It was a cool looking deck, Blue Moss Dragonet. It really was a cool looking deck. Now, for those of you, thank you, Star, I'll remember. For those of you, okay, there we go. I've just posted my Discord channel link. Because if I can't do the face-to-face thing, I'm going to try and do it through Discord. So my Discord channel link is there. Because as the doctors have said, I do have to walk around regularly. I do have to do the have-to-dos. And yes, we need to listen to our practitioners. But the have-to-dos, I've still got to do. And the appointments, not having Tuesdays, I can always talk while I'm driving. So, yes. So if you're not following me on Discord, the Discord link to my server is there. I have to create some events though, because I really want to teach intuition. And let somebody else glow up. Have a diary that... It always surprises me the amount of people out there that have to spruik themselves in comments. And I'm thinking, Landon History Buff, welcome in. And I'm sitting there thinking, I am so booked out and so exhausted that I wish I could recommend somebody and just... It's like I don't even have to hijack anybody else's comments to be booked out. And that reminds me of something I was going to say, is be mindful of people's motives. If someone's constantly commenting that they're booked out, that they're this, that they're that, it's like, if you're so booked out, why have you got time to respond to every single comment I put up? It's, yeah, to me it's always been a little bit suspicious, but Star, I went on to that story because I feel as if you're a bit suspicious of somebody that's crossed your path. And I feel you're suspicious because the person is all forgiveness, no reality. And I want to say your intuition is spot on. Yeah, your intuition is spot on. Give them enough rope, they will hang themselves. So let them be themselves. When someone isn't listened to, they tend to talk more. And they can get themselves in a bit of trouble. There's a feeling of wanting to be rescued out of a situation. And I feel this is like a work situation here. No, just nod. If you tend to agree with these types of people, they just keep going. And yet there's a feeling of needing to be rescued. Can you understand this, Star? It's like, I really want to be rescued. I really want to be enveloped with love. There you go. Stop sitting in the fear. I want to say you're not going to get much notice of the start date. It's like, I feel for where you're starting work, it's busy for them. And someone has thought somebody else was doing it and they didn't. Okay. Yeah. You've got the Ten of Pentacles here. I like the Ten of Pentacles. Your partner would have done it anyway. I do want to say that. Yeah, I wish I could say I got the all clear by my doctors, but I didn't. So, but you know me, the Ten of Pentacles to me is happy home, happy life. Much more so than the Ten of Cups. And I feel as if your partner may even consider taking an extra job. Yes, there's tiredness, but I feel like extra hours or an extra job. Your partner's not stopping. I want to say your partner's not stopping. You know that. The Lovers, yeah. I feel as if your partner has this very, very masculine level of responsibility. And the responsibility level goes to the point where they'll injure themselves before realizing they're doing too much. I do see like a part-time, not you, this is your partner. It's like they want to take on your burden as well. whether that's they've seen how family oriented you are and feel as if that's more important. But yes, get ready to, like, be ready to start with a single phone call and the next day. Ah, that's good of you. I love hearing when people adopt to create a bigger family. I feel that's a blessing to somebody else's life as well as your own. But yes, definitely with the job, be ready to start within 24 hours of a phone call. So have everything prepared. Everything you need to set it aside. Six of Wands, quick energy, success. I think you have got the job. It's just somebody's forgotten to let you know your start date. Yeah, but your partner sees the family orientation in you and wants you to continue. So just be aware that it was the busyness and short-staffed. Also, lack of communication. We've got all these communication devices now where communicating with people should not be that difficult. And yet so many people are forgetting to communicate with the most important person in the conversation. Has anybody else noticed that over the last month or two? The Discord link didn't work. I'll check it out. Yes, it is, but you can also... Okay. I'm trying to get the Discord link because... Okay. Let's see. No. It won't let me. Okay. Oh. Okay. It used to be so easy to share it. No, it's not working at the moment, so... Okay. Okay, let's see if this one works. Da-da-da-da. I know, it's changed heaps. Let's see, Blue Moss Dragonette, if that one worked. They are wanting most channels or most servers to actually use nitro. So everybody, this is what I say, look out for people's motivations. Yes, Discord is fantastic. However, Discord is doing some weird things as well. They're wanting particular servers to, how can I say, to pay for nitro. And it's not always the case. But I did put up another link, Discord GG, with the numbers and letters afterwards. Oh, thank you for that, Star. I didn't see that you've put that up, but there you go. It comes in and comes out. But yes, get ready for success, Star, because I feel it's going to come in, and it's going to come in very short notice. But at least if I get Discord going, I can do it while I'm driving with my headset on. I don't have to worry about the visuals. I can keep doctor's appointments and still be online and all of that sort of stuff. So, thank you, Star, definitely. Because also keep me updated. I feel as if your partner is actually looking for a part-time job, like a bartender or a bus person, that picks up the glasses at a nightclub or something like that. And next is Janine. And I feel Janine might be ready to walk away from something. Hello, Janine. Can you understand you're ready to walk away from something? There you go. It's like, it hasn't offered the stability it promised. Whatever this thing is that you're walking away from, it hasn't offered the stability promised. Guide said, turn over the car. Yeah. It's sort of like, I get a childish situation. Or someone throwing tantrums. It's like, you've been looking further afield for at least a time period of 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months. And you're seeking total stability where you're not ignored. Because I get this feeling like I've been ignored. Yeah, good on you for taking charge in this situation. It's like you're sick of being overlooked for some reason. Definitely out if your boundaries are ignored. And I get proudly walking away. There's my boundary card, 7 of Wands. But I feel as if you relaxed one for a certain situation. You relaxed one of your boundaries for a certain situation. And then when it came discussion time, nobody wanted to talk. Yeah. And it's sort of like some people take that relaxing of boundaries under certain circumstances to mean the boundary isn't important. There's Empress energy here. I feel as if you may even have somebody else in mind. Thank you, Star, for the hydrate. I need my coffee. I feel as if the dust is... There's no queue. Miss Ek, there's no queue today. I don't know how long physically I will last, so I haven't opened a queue. It is a pinned comment, so you should have seen that there's no queue today. I feel, Janine, you've got someone else in mind. I feel you had words of encouragement from a server, someone who served you coffee, or someone who served you at a cafe type environment. And they offered words of encouragement because they saw you were a bit down. And I feel you have chit-chatted with this person in the past. But we always pigeonhole people. Doesn't ring a bell yet. We always pigeonhole people. I chit-chat with my servers wherever I go. Wherever I go. And I'm always kind and polite, no matter what. Unless they're rude. Let's face it, there are some exceptions. But I would never know if an opposite gender person was interested. They'd have to hit me over the head. It's like they'd have to do a caveman thing, you know, clonk me over the head and drag me back to the cave just to let me know they were interested. And I feel like you're in that zone at the moment yourself. That's okay, Miss Ek. No worries. It's just physically, let's face it, I'm nearly 59, so my body's starting to wind down. And getting another diagnosis on top of everything else hasn't been the best. But, Miss Ek, I'm going to do my best. Going to do my best to get to everybody in the viewers today. And I'll put up the Discord link because it may come a time where I have to prioritize doctor's appointments. And I can chit-chat on Discord. Where I don't have to be visual, I don't have to lay out cards, I can still do the tuning in. But Janine, I feel as if you're in that zone, you're out there. I feel as, yes, you might have debilitating social anxiety, but remember what I said about social anxiety. Everybody, every human being has some form of social anxiety. If, as a culture, we endeavour to be curious about other people's lives and not ask outright, you know, what's your social anxiety? No, don't go at it at a point of I call it disability competition. Last Coca-Cola, there's no queue today. It was in the pinned comments. I will open up a chat because I have actually finished your blanket. So I'll open up a chat for you because today I don't know, there's no queue because I don't know how long I'll last. But I need to know where to send it. There we go. Now, back to Janine. The reading suggests it's not going to be, you've walked away from this person, and I feel it's not going to be very long at all before the next one. Because I feel in walking away from the person, you found your confidence. That's what the reading suggests. In the walking away, you found your confidence. And your confidence is what's going to bring in the next one. Excellent, Janine. That's what I was picking up on. It's like all of a sudden you found your confidence. You know you deserve laughter. You know you deserve connection. And you know you deserve your boundary because you are flexible and understand that there are circumstances where we do have to let it's like playing Jenga. You have to remove one block for the thing to stay up. So sometimes with our boundaries, we have to be strategic. Yet some people see it as, oh, they've removed that block, I can remove this one. And they're not thinking of keeping the tower up. They're just thinking of what their move's going to be. Yeah, but keep your confidence rolling, Janine. I feel like your confidence is in peak condition. It may not feel that way, but it is. Yeah. And also know that you can find some amazing people, yet they're not going to be right. They're going to be amazing people that you may want to keep in your life, but they're just not going to be right for ongoing. That's happened to me. I've been out on the dating scene for a bit. I've taken a pause, but I've met some amazing people. They just haven't been right for me. It's not to say there's anything drastically wrong about them. It's just they're not right for me. There's even one that I recommended to a friend. So keep that in mind too, that you can meet some dogs, but you can also meet some amazing people. And with that said, Janine, I am going to have to take a short break and go for a walk. I do need to see who's up next, so when I come back I know. The trouble with this is sometimes it doesn't allow you to scroll back as far. Spiritual Princess, you would be up next. You're welcome, Janine. And yeah, keep that glow up. Your confidence is radiating. But I am going to take my prescribed walk. It's been an hour and 20 minutes, so I can do that. I'll be back as soon as I can. And listen to Karen. Do not take your walks outside today. It is blowing a gale. It is freezing cold. We've got a wind chill factor of about, I would say, 4 degrees. But let's see. Who's still in the queue? I seem to have lost Blue Moss Dragonette. Just let me know if you're still here. Okay. Thank you for the welcome back, Mizak. You're still here? Let's see who's gone over to Discord. I am running a bit slow for some reason. There we go. Oh, go away. And Mizak, thank you for joining Discord as well. But it looks like you're the one in the queue. And we've got Scorpio Darkness and Last Coca-Cola Land and History Buff. That's what I can see anyway. So whoever is still in the viewers and is still open for a reading, please pop up. Because Mizak, unfortunately, you're last in that queue of people I've mentioned. So I do have to give them a chance to get back to keyboard. I do have to give them a chance to get back to keyboard. But unfortunately, they're not. So it is just you. So I feel you have a specific question, Mizak. It was like, specific question. And I do feel as if things haven't been consistent for you. Just let me know if you can resonate with that. That things have not been consistent for you. You can resonate with it. That's okay. It means I'm tuning into your energy. There you go. I was going to say love reading. I've got the Thelma deck out. And there's only a few decks that my guides send me to straight away when it is love. And Thelma is definitely one of them. And I feel as if you're dealing with somebody who has player energy. I'm not saying they are. I haven't seen it yet. Actually, I have, but yeah. You're an empress dealing with a devil. So let's see what the cards have to say. I feel you know about the other person. I feel, yeah. I feel you've called someone out. I feel you've called them out and they've gone silent. Page of Pentacles. I can't say, Mizak, I can't say love bombing here because to me love bombing is grand. I feel their version of love bombing, there you go. I feel you're still no contact. But their version of love bombing was like a $50 gift card. No effort, just a token. I wouldn't even say $50 actually. Yeah, it was a gift card. Okay. I would say until a line in the sand was drawn, I feel as if everything was perfect. Everything was perfect. And then you said no. And just let me know if you get thrown to an ad. Everything was perfect until you said no. Or you offered a solution as, can we do this first? Like cats and puppies. I don't have a cue. It was in the pinned comments. Yeah. If someone really wanted to be friends, would they take a no as a definite sign? They'd back off, yes, but they wouldn't just disappear. And I feel you've been waiting for them to come back. Yeah. It's like you've been waiting for that to happen. And I feel the friends, I get something off about it. Yeah, I do get something off about it. And I feel as if the person you're dealing with has a friend circle of their own, which is healthy. And you're not too sure about their friend circle. There's only one way to find out, Mizak, and it's not through tarot. I feel they're coming in softer now, if that's any indication. There you go. They're still in that friend circle. The person that they did consider is still in the friend circle. Not as intense. I can't tell you what they're thinking. You're going to have to ask them that yourself. But no, I would say the person that I'm picking up on, they knew before. And Mizak, that's what I have for you. I do get a feeling as if they knew that person before, as well as after, as well as still now knowing them. But not knowing as in the biblical knowing. Hopefully that makes sense. I feel that this other person could be an ex of a friend. Yes, biblical knowing is physically intimate. Physically intimate is biblical knowing. Okay, now, last Coca-Cola, if you are in the queue, you are up. You're welcome, Mizak. I'm trying to get through subs at the moment because I'm not going to last much longer. My energy levels are pretty much at their lowest. And don't worry, I did a town hall demonstration on Sunday. My energies were low then, and it still worked. My guides still talk to me. Mizak, I have actually shut the energy I had with your reading off. But what I can tell you is the only way to truly know is to ask them in person, because you get to see their reaction as well as their answer. Too many people ask those questions by texts. No, you didn't. Last Coca-Cola, you're up. It's your turn. Come on, guys. Yeah. They've done it for me. Yeah, too many people ask those questions by text, and I'm like, how can you judge facial expressions by a text? And even if it's a video chat, it's like still not the same as in person. 90% of human communication is done haptically. Now, that's a fancy word of saying non-verbally. It's done through size. It's done through the way they hold themselves. And, okay, what's the official thing happening with your relationship, last Coca-Cola? I feel there's something official going on, like documents. There you go. Oh, you can't call it a relationship or a situationship unless you're physically able to meet. That's why so many people get waylaid. I'll leave that term. Last Coca-Cola, can you understand why I'm picking up officialdom with your relationship? Okay. Can I ask, are you looking at changing electrical providers or telecommunications providers. I see like joint deal documents. Well, Miss Ek, just understand I'm old. I don't do the new thing unless they can meet me in person on a regular basis. I'm not entertaining that. My time's too precious. There you go. It's joint names going on the document. So be prepared for the joint names going on the document. And there's part of you that's saying yay. Okay. Make sure if you are on the document that you do read it. Just prepare yourself for it, last Coca-Cola. Prepare yourself for it, because I want to say that what's going on at the moment is usually your partner and their family. This time you're their family. But as I said before, if you are on the document, please read it. Yeah, this is sort of their way of gradually including you in. Yeah. It's like you've been left out so often that you're not even seeing that this is their way of introducing you into togetherness. And I want to say, you caught their eye wandering. I feel you might have been out shopping or Home Depot, whatever, and you caught their eye wandering. There you go. As I said, if you are, read it carefully. But this is something that usually includes family, and they're not included this time. But I want to say you caught their eye looking at someone else. And it's led to a little bit of insecurity. Just know that the looking is nothing. Look but don't touch. So I was told that as a kid whenever we went into an expensive store, look but don't touch. If you touch it, you buy it. There's definitely a move away from your partner's immediate family and a move towards you. Okay, I would say don't read anything into it, because I don't get anything here that would suggest anything. It's like a wandering eye. Sometimes I've done it with friends. I can't say I've ever done it outside my friend circle. But I've prioritized friends over my person. Particularly when I'm feeling neglected or ignored. I feel the character of your person, they wouldn't go any further than the message. I'm getting Mars energy with the coming together. Sorry, I put that in the wrong position. The Ace of Cups was the final card. And with the Lovers here on the table, as well as the Magician, as well as the Ten of Cups, I feel as if there's Mars energy on setting the date. So I feel as if the date could be March, May, or November. I get Aries energy in terms of setting the date for marriage. Yes, for marriage. Setting the date for marriage. I get March, May, or November. Can you understand why I'm being drawn to May? Zapping Ninja Time, hello. I've just got to keep an eye on my telecommunication devices. See, if you want it, your partner wants it, and I feel like they want it, but they're secretly not allowed to get excited about it. Why is it that May keeps... His birthday is in May. I really feel... Yeah. I feel if you plan it on their birthday, it's a bit of a letdown. It's not May 20th, is it? May 15th. Okay. You can always make it May 20th and tell him to have his Bucks night on his birthday. But I'll leave it at that. I feel it is going to happen. And you use the personal pronoun he, so I will say typical male. They don't realise that next year, it's like, it takes a bit longer than that to organise a wedding. A fair income one, but I feel like you're happy with a justice of the peace or a local court. You'd prefer something more, but you're happy with the basics. There you go. But it does take longer than a year. By the time, like I do know you're in the US, so I will do it US way. You've got to get a license, you've got to have blood tests, you've got to do so many things before you can actually say the I do. Well, there you go, that's a court. A judge can do it if it's just you and them. There you go. That's why I saw a courthouse. Here in Australia, the courthouse is just the building. In the US, most states, you do have to do blood tests to make sure you're not related to the person you're marrying. That's my understanding of it anyway. Most states you have to do blood tests. Yeah, you do need a few things in order. But I do see it happening. I can't change that last Coca-Cola. I cannot change it. I see it happening. Yeah, you probably, if it's just the two of you, yeah, you probably could get it done in a few months. So it could be November. There you go. And last Coca-Cola, that's what I have for you. But I feel as if the documents will have your name on them. And you'll notice that it is just your partner's name. Like your name may actually be the witness, for example. But in the past, that's always been your partner's family's job. Yeah. And I do feel that your partner feels the same way. But just make sure you give a second glance to the documents, even if your name being on it is as a witness. Make sure you read over it. I think you might pick up something that your partner misses, for example. Yeah, this won't include them. You will be shocked. My guide told me all of that before I saw the cards. So that's the main message for today, is whatever documents are coming through, it cements your connection together. Yeah. And I feel as if there's a registration to vote forms as well. In Australia, it's compulsory for us to vote. Thank you, Star, for the hydrate. It's compulsory for us to vote. I have never had a problem with that because that means every single person gets a say. But I do believe, last Coca-Cola, there's something to do with registration to vote. Landon History Buff, I'm not sure. You're welcome, last Coca-Cola, and I have sent you a whisper just in case I'm away from keyboard. Landon History Buff, I'll just check because there were a few ahead of you. Scorpio Darkness is definitely ahead, but Blue Moss Dragonet is first. So Blue Moss Dragonet, and I'm glad, Blue Moss Dragonet, you actually found the Discord. There you are. Ah, that could be it. There you go. I knew it was an address thing, but the registration to vote thing still comes up. There you are. Okay, Blue Moss Dragonette. You do what you need to do, last Coca-Cola. I have finished your blanket. I just have to sew in the ends and do a test wash to make sure that there's no flaws in the yarn. But I will get it to you in a timely fashion. Now, Blue Moss Dragonette, you're not considering another move, are you? I keep getting puzzled over what I'm seeing. Ah. Well, there'll be a choice. Oh, I'm glad. You don't know where though. I was second guessing myself, Blue Moss Dragonette, because I know you've not long moved, and I thought, oh, another move. No, it can't be. So I feel as if your environment is why you're moving. So neighbours, etc. is why you're moving. And you want somewhere more community focused. You want somewhere where everyone helps each other out rather than being suspicious of each other. Okay. There's an element of fear here. I feel you've actually had to raise your voice to neighbours. Or raise your voice in the street because of a fear. And that's current. That's not future. I get it now, and I do actually feel that you will go somewhere and it'll be near a dog park. Ah, you found it though. Be proud of yourself. That's what the Queen of Wands is, actually. Pride in whoever I'm reading for. But I feel wherever you move to will be close to a dog park. And for some reason, I get that makes you happy. That actually increases safety. There you go. I feel as if you're prepping for the move. You don't know where, but you're prepping for the move. Ha. That is so weird because that's what I'm doing at the moment. I don't know where I'm going to end up, but I'm prepping. See, I've actually started decluttering. Started taking things to thrift stores that I no longer need, and it's my tarot cards are the things that are going to be, yeah. And as I'm putting them in the bag, I'm actually asking the universe to make sure they go to somebody who will make good use of this item. Every time I put them in the bag, may somebody who gets this make good use of this item. And it helps me let go. No, I'm not ridding myself of any of my tarot decks, but it just means I have to trust somebody with them. And which ones do I keep to do readings while I'm prepping? I've got 2 nephews, I think, that will look out for them. I've got 2 nephews, I think, that will look out for them, definitely. So if you can find someone, definitely let them look after them. Because I feel like you might be moving to a different state, or at least a different county. So I don't get this as a move. I don't know whether Chicago has ever crossed your mind, Blue Moss Dragonette. But a different state or a different county, it's a distance move. And it is just so weird. As I was setting up my cards, I knocked cards with my jacket unzipped. Oh, there you go. Big city problems. Then it's definitely another county. I think you call it a county. We call it suburbs. But it's a distance. But it's near a dog park and it's safe. And yes, as I was setting up, I walked past decks of cards and my jacket was open and it knocked the decks of cards over. And I had 4 decks. And every single one was the Knight of Cups that fell on the floor. If you have somewhere in mind, does it start with a C? That's the question. And I do believe there is an ad at the moment. Now, I do have energy for one more, and I have to go with... I'm actually running out of pep. But I do have to choose which cards will stay with me until last. So that will be a toss-up. And there you go. I feel it will be safe. And I see a dog park, but I also see a library near it. As in an old-fashioned book library. And I do know some communities have set up book libraries themselves. They have here in Australia where people donate books to the book library, and I'm donating some of my books to a community book library where it's based on the honour system in the community. And they just take a book, write their name on a sheet and return the book, cross their name off and the other book they take, and yeah. So I'm donating some of my books to a book library. And I love it when communities get together like that and share resources. It should have happened years and years and years ago. Little libraries. There you go. See, that's the community spirit I'm getting. But anyway, Scorpio Darkness, if you are there, please pop up. It is your turn. You're welcome, Blue Moss Dragonette, but you deserve the safety. You definitely deserve the safety. Okay. Oh, that I need? What don't I need help with? If I could divide myself in two, that would be fantastic. But dividing myself in two is not a possible thing. And the amount of AI that are coming up in tarot is confusing me a little bit. Okay. I am going to send you guys somewhere I've never sent before. We'll find out what it's like though, and you can give me feedback. And hopefully you guys give me really good feedback, because I'm missing my shout outs as well and I'm feeling quite guilty. So I will see you the next time I'm able to come on live. And until then, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy.